What if nearly everything you were taught about money, abundance, and prosperity was not only incomplete, but specifically designed to keep you spinning in circles, chasing solutions, but never quite arriving? Imagine this for a moment. Millions of people all over the world rise every morning before sunrise, carrying an invisible weight on their chests. It's that silent ache of lack, the quiet pressure that hums just below awareness, whispering that abundance is always for someone else, always just out of reach. Maybe you know exactly what that feels like. The hesitant pause before checking your bank balance, the sting in your chest when a bill arrives, or that almost imperceptible sigh when you realize once again that what you have is not quite enough. Perhaps you've grown accustomed to blaming circumstances outside yourself. You might have pointed to the economy, the government, your upbringing, your education, your boss who won't give you a raise, or simply some mysterious bad luck that seems to shadow your steps, showing up precisely when you're about to move forward. You've tried working harder than anyone else you know, staying up late, saying yes when you meant no, cutting out every luxury, sacrificing rest, investing in every new strategy or course. And yet, despite all this, you sometimes find yourself standing at the window, gazing out as if prosperity were a guest at someone else's celebration. Close enough to see, too far to touch. But what if I told you that the real reason for this invisible barrier is something you have never considered? What if the patterns of money, the rhythms of giving and receiving, the expansion and contraction of your wealth are not governed by luck, hard work, sacrifice, or even your past mistakes, but by a series of hidden universal laws that almost no one ever talks about? Laws that pay no attention to how hard you try, how much you deny yourself, or how many times you start over, but respond with perfect precision to your inner alignment, your spoken word, your deepest self-concept. Today, you are about to cross a threshold. For the very first time, you will be shown the 11 hidden universal laws that attract prosperity, codes so ancient and exact that they have silently directed the fate of every human life, from the humblest beginnings to the greatest fortunes since the very dawn of time. These are not empty ideas or recycled slogans. They are living spiritual mechanisms, precise like math and rooted in spirit, that quietly decide who rises into overflow and who repeats patterns of lack. Before we move forward, enter a clear field of intention. This is not just a video. This is a practice that starts now. Type this in the comments as a simple vow. I am ready for the 11 codes. Let your words mark the shift. It is a sign that you are willing to lay down the old story of struggle and pick up authorship. Share where you are watching from. Say your city or your country. From this moment on, your location and background do not decide your future. Your history does not write your next page. Abundance is about to become a frequency. It will answer to who you choose to be. Here is what may surprise you. Your current finances do not prove what you deserve. Income, debt, doors that open or close, the lift of a breakthrough, or the sting of a setback. All of it moves by laws deeper than markets and politics. These laws answer to your inner beliefs, the stories you repeat in your mind, the tone you carry when you are silent. Most people search outside for the key: a new job, a side hustle, a smarter investment, a kinder boss, a different city, new skills, a promise of fast money. But the real power to change your landscape lives inside the invisible. It lives in vibration, in intention, and in spiritual law. Pause with me. Relax your shoulders. Feel your feet on the ground. Take one slow breath in and one slow breath out. If it feels safe, close your eyes. Notice what happens in your body when you think of money. Maybe a tight stomach, a hard jaw, a breath that catches, a memory of a bill, a missed chance, a promise you made to yourself that still waits. See it without judging it. The awareness you bring is the first proof that you are not the tension. You are the one who can command it. For today, set down what you think you know. Become a beginner again. Listen with a clean mind. The world is more responsive than you were taught, more generous than you were told, more exact than you imagined. This path is not about more tips or more strain. It is not about a quick fix. It is about alignment. It is about bringing your thoughts, your words, your expectations, and your identity into one line with the laws that run this universe. When you line up with these laws, prosperity is no longer rare. It becomes the next step that makes sense. Are you willing to let money stop being a riddle? Are you willing to stop treating it like a test or a punishment? From this moment on, speak to it as a servant of divine order. Invite it to flow under grace and in perfect ways. Let your breath be steady. Let your mind be simple. Let your words be clean. Say this quietly to yourself now. I am open to learn. I am open to receive. I am ready for the laws that lift me. We will walk this together, not as spectators, but as doers, not only with the mind, but with the mouth, the breath, the small actions that you can repeat. The door stands open. Step through. The codes are ready to meet you. Imagine for a moment that every word you speak is not just sound that fades, but a seed. Each syllable carries a pattern that becomes your next experience with money. This is the first hidden law that attracts prosperity, the law of spoken creation. It is the base of all abundance. It shapes reality long before you see a number change in your account. The universe is always listening. Every statement about wealth or worry acts like a command. The field does not grade your words as jokes or venting or truth. It simply receives what you plant and grows it. In old traditions, creation starts with the voice. Sound moves first, form follows. Think about the last time you spoke about money. Maybe you said, I can never get ahead. Maybe you laughed and said, I'm always broke. Maybe you whispered, I never have enough. Each time the law recorded the phrase and arranged the next scene to match it, not as a punishment, but as a mirror. Here's the turn. Treat your language like a tool, not a leak. This is not about fake positivity. This is about spiritual accuracy. When you declare, I am open to receive abundance or prosperity, is my natural state, you are not begging. You are coding your field. You are giving clear orders to the unseen. Your mouth is a gate. If you want money to move toward you, let that gate speak life. Notice the quiet habits. What do you say when you are alone? What runs through your mind in a hard moment? Do you narrate lack, or do you speak as someone who knows supply has a source beyond the paycheck? If you catch yourself about to say, I cannot afford it, pause. Breathe. Try this instead. My supply meets every demand. If you feel the urge to complain, turn it into a blessing. Abundance flows to me from expected and unexpected channels. If an old line rises like a reflex, replace it with a calm sentence that points the way you want to go. You can make this simple and real. When you pay a bill, speak a blessing. When you send money, speak return. When you receive, speak gratitude. Let every small exchange carry a sentence that aims the energy. The point is not drama. The point is consistency. Your nervous system will learn the new tone. Your world will take its cue from you. Write this in the comments to anchor your choice. My words create my wealth. Let the field hear it. Let your own mind hear it. Then choose one fresh affirmation to carry for the next 24 hours. Keep it short and present tense. Say it out loud in the morning, at midday, and at night. Say it when you tap your card. Say it when you check your balance. Say it when you feel doubt. Try to speak first. Understand this. The universe is precise, not personal. It does not edit your sentences for you. It multiplies what you plant. If you speak fear, you see more reasons to fear. If you speak order, you see pieces fall into place. If you speak increase, you make space for increase to land. You are not here to repeat the old script. You are here to set a new one. Let your word become clean and steady. Let your speech match the life you are building. Let your mouth become a doorway to overflow. Take one more breath. Feel how the room shifts when you claim this law. Quiet, firm, clear. The law of spoken creation is now active in you. We move next to a law that changes how money moves through your hands and back again. Are you ready to keep speaking your world into wealth? Say it softly now. My words are the voice of prosperity. There is a secret about prosperity that most people miss. Abundance is not a lake. It is a river. Money is energy. It wants to move, expand, and return. When you clench your fist and hold too tight, you signal that you do not trust the flow. Fear freezes the current. Even hard work cannot unlock what fear has closed. You have seen this in your own life. When worry gripped you, everything felt tighter. Fees showed up. Delays piled up. But when you released money with thanks, when you paid or gave with a calm heart, openings appeared. A refund you did not expect. A client who said yes. Help at the right hour. The law at work is simple. The universe cannot multiply what you refuse to move. Each time you circulate money with trust, you send a clean signal. You say with your energy that supply is not scarce. You expect return. The field hears the tone behind your act more than the amount. A small seed with faith carries more power than a large gift with fear. When you pay a bill, breathe and bless it. Say this seed returns multiplied. Say this outflow opens doors I cannot yet see. Money is not lost. It is transformed and set free to come back through new channels. Notice your body the next time you send money. Relax your jaw. Unfold your hands. Let the breath be steady. Speak a simple blessing. Thank you for serving me. Thank you for returning with friends. Do this in ordinary moments, at the market, online, at the bank. Make circulation a gentle ritual. No drama, just trust. Type this to anchor it. I trust the flow. Let your own eyes see it in writing. Let the field register your choice to keep money in motion. Now we step into a deeper gear. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you assume. The universe mirrors your core certainty, not your passing wish. Many speak of abundance while expecting struggle. They say the right words and then plan for lack. This conflict delays results. Shift the state. Live from already done. Instead of asking, will the money come, move as the person who knows it is already arranged. Think of a paycheck you were sure would arrive. You made plans without fear. You were calm. You were clear. That is the posture, not forced confidence. Simple certainty. Let this show in small choices. Thank the universe for proof before the proof lands. Spend and give with the ease of someone who knows the source is larger than the stream. When doubt tries to speak, answer with 3 steady words. It is done. Say it when you wake, say it when you walk, say it before you send an email or sign a paper. Let the words settle the room within you. This is not pretending. It is alignment. You are teaching your nervous system a new baseline. You are asking your mind and your mouth to agree. Already provided, already arranged, already moving toward me under grace and in perfect ways. Hold the two laws together now. Keep money moving with blessing. Hold your state as already supplied. Give, receive, and decide from completion. Circulate the seed. Assume the harvest. The rhythm is natural. Inhale and exhale. Outflow and inflow. Action and return. If you feel old fear rise, pause and soften. Place a hand on your chest. Breathe. Whisper, I am safe to release. I am safe to receive. I live in a friendly universe. Then move one simple step in trust. Pay one small bill with a blessing. Set aside one small gift with expectation. Write one sentence that begins with these words, because it is already done, I now. Let the body learn the new way. Let your day echo the new state. Say this softly to close the loop in yourself. I trust the flow. It is already done. There is a law that sits beneath goals, plans, and effort. Your life will not rise beyond the identity you accept. Abundance cannot exceed the borders of who you believe you are. Be honest for a moment. In the quiet, what do you call yourself? The one who is always catching up. The one who never quite gets chosen. The one who is bad with money. Each time you repeat a label like that, you renew an unseen contract. The field is exact. It does not argue with your self-definition. It organizes around it. This is not blame. This is an open door. If identity is a contract, you can change the terms. Begin gently. Notice the names you wear out of habit, the stories you inherited at home or at school. See the costume without making it your skin. Then set it down. Speak a new name in the present tense. I am a vessel for abundance. Prosperity flows through me under grace and in perfect ways. Let your mouth sign a new agreement while your body hears the new tone. But words alone are not enough. The law reads the harmony behind the word. Think of your inner world like an orchestra. Your thoughts, your emotions, your words, and your actions are four instruments. If one plays a different song, the music turns harsh. You can say, I am wealthy, and still feel unworthy. You can give in the daytime and resent in the night. You can plan for growth and then cancel your own plan with fear. This split creates noise. Noise delays results. Bring the parts into one sound. Let thought and feeling and speech and small daily action agree on the same outcome. When an old doubt walks in, do not fight it. See it. Breathe. Answer it with a steady sentence. Only prosperity lives here now. I am safe to receive. There is no loss in spirit. Say it once with calm weight. Then take one action that matches it, even if small. Send the email. Bless the bill. Organize the account. Place a seed where you once placed a worry. You may notice a quiet shift when agreement lands. Things line up without strain. A call returns. A door opens. A need is met on time. We call this a miracle. The law calls it coherence. The field is not slow. It was waiting for a clear signal. This is also where you burn old contracts with lack, not with anger, with clarity. Bring to mind the phrases you have spoken for years. Money is hard. People like me never get a break. If I have more, someone has less. See how those sentences defended a smaller life. Then release them. You can speak it simply. I dissolve every agreement with scarcity. I choose new agreements now. I let go of labels that shrink me. I take up a name that fits my future. You are not pretending. You are updating. A singer warms the voice before a performance. A runner warms the legs before a race. You are warming your identity before you step into a larger life. Practice the feeling of a person who is trusted by money. Shoulders easy, breath steady, eyes level. Plans made from enough, not from panic. Let your nervous system get familiar with this state until it feels normal. Bring this into the day in small ways. When you speak about money, keep it simple and clean. When you make a choice, ask which option fits the identity I am choosing. When you feel the tug to explain or defend, try stillness. When you notice envy, bless the example and return to your lane. Identity loves repetition. Give it what it needs. Short lines, present tense, gentle practice. If a part of you resists, meet it with patience. Fear is trying to keep you safe using old maps. Thank it. Then update the map. Say aloud so your whole system can hear you. I am not who I was. I am not stuck in old rooms. I am allowed to expand. My life now matches my new agreement. You can add a simple touchstone to seal this inside your day. When you wash your hands, say, I release the old name. When you put on your shoes, say, I step into my new role. When you turn off the light at night, say, my field is set to abundance. It is safe to rest. Small anchors hold big ships. If shame tries to argue, bring kindness. Shame says you must pay a debt before you can receive. Spirit says the debt was knowledge. You have learned. Walk on. Under grace means increase without harm. Perfect ways means timing and channels you could not have designed. Your only job is agreement. Agree in thought. Agree in tone. Agree in word. Agree in action. Keep the music in time. Now breathe and check your posture. Soften the jaw. Drop the shoulders. Let the breath fall low and easy. Say this with a voice that sounds like you on your best day. I choose the identity that matches my future. I am wealth in motion. I am coherent within. I am coherent without. My life harmonizes with divine order. Watch for small confirmations, not to test the law, but to enjoy the music, a discount you did not ask for, an idea that solves a lingering problem, a person who introduces the next door. Nod to each one. Say thank you. Let gratitude teach your system that this is normal. Identity opens the gate. Inner agreement holds it open. With the gate open, the river knows where to go. Keep your words simple. Keep your state steady. Keep your steps human-sized and repeatable. When you slip, return. When you doubt, breathe and choose again. The law is not fragile. It is faithful. You are writing a new contract in the field right now. You are signing it with attention and breath and sentence and act. You are letting your life hear a truer name. Speak it one more time in a plain voice. I am a faithful receiver. I am a calm giver. I live aligned. I prosper under grace and in perfect ways. There is a doorway many never cross. Prosperity is not a flash. It is a rhythm. Abundance is not an accident. It is a simple obedience to invisible patterns that, repeated, change the visible world. Hope rises fast and fades fast. Rhythm is what stays. You do not rise to the level of your intention. You fall to the level of your daily practice. So we make the day our ally. In the morning, claim the field before the world speaks. One clean line is enough. My voice is the voice of wealth. I move money under grace and in perfect ways. Let your breath slow down. Let your shoulders drop. Pour coffee or water and move through small acts as if supply were already present. The shower, the clothes, the first step outside. Each simple thing becomes a vote for abundance, a cue to your nervous system that you are safe to receive. By midday, the noise of the world tries to pull you back into old stories. This is where you practice substitution. When a fear thought rises, do not let it sit. Replace it with a calm command. I am divinely provided for. There is no loss in spirit. Say it once steady, and then take one step that matches it. Send the message. Finish the task Bless the invoice. This is how you train the mind the way you would train a muscle. Repetition makes strength. When the sun leans low, turn money into movement with blessing. Do not let it leave your hand in silence or strain. When you pay, give, or invest, speak like this. This seed is blessed. It returns multiplied. It opens doors no one can shut. You are not hoping. You are setting the tone. You are telling the field what to do with the outflow. Money is not lost. It is transformed and sent ahead to meet you again. At night, close the loop with expectation. Before sleep, thank the universe for what is on its way. Thank you for supply in perfect time. Thank you for doors opening in my favor. Thank you for increase I have not yet seen. Gratitude before evidence is not fantasy. It is how you set the dial. The body rests better when it knows the field is handled. Generosity sits inside this rhythm and powers the return. Many think giving is a loss, but giving with declaration is a spiritual transaction. The amount matters less than the energy. A small coin with faith outruns a large gift with fear. Each time you release with a blessing, you invite multiplication. Each time you mutter or resent, you drain the charge. Keep it simple, open hand, clean sentence, quiet joy. Now bring in presence. The most attractive force is honest presence. Wealth is energy, and energy goes where it is welcomed, respected, and safe. Stand how a trusted person stands, spine long, breath even, eyes soft, no rush to prove anything. Speak clean words, keep your promises. Move through rooms as someone who knows their value. You stop chasing. Things start choosing you. Stewardship holds the increase when it arrives. Honor what you already have. Tidy the desk. Balance the account. Bless the phone you use for work. Bless the home that holds you. Speak well of the job that feeds the next step. What you honor multiplies. What you ignore or resent withers. Treat every object, every task, every dollar like a seed. Where you tend, life grows. If envy tries to catch your eye, turn it into blessing. Thank you for the example. My time comes in perfect ways. Return to your lane and care for it well. Stewardship is not stiffness. It is attention with thanks. It tells the field you can carry more without leakage. Thread these notes together and you have a day that sings. Morning sets the key. Midday keeps the tempo. Evening moves the money with blessing. Night seals the song with gratitude before proof. Generosity adds harmony. Presence gives tone. Stewardship keeps the instrument in tune. Do this simply, repeatably, without drama. Small anchors, big shift. If you want to mark the change, write a short line that you can live today. I rise in rhythm. I give with blessing. I receive with ease. I care for what I have. Let your life overhear you. Let your hands act it out. Under grace, in perfect ways. There is a turning point on this path where you see the law beneath every story of success. You receive what you expect, not what you beg for, not what you fear. Expectation is the engine. It pulls outcomes toward you the way a scheduled train arrives on time. Think of a day when you knew a payment was coming. Your body was calm. Your choices were clear. You did not force it. You expected it. That ordinary certainty is the frequency the universe obeys. Set that tone each morning before the world speaks. Say in a plain voice that you expect good. I expect supply. I expect open doors. I expect perfect timing, not as a hope, as a decision. When doubt tries to start a side conversation, return to center and answer with one steady line. Everything I need is already on its way to me. The more you hold that posture, the more your life organizes around it. Now add the twin law, invocation. To invoke is to call forth with authority. You are not waiting for permission. You are not waiting for a sign so you can believe. You speak, and your word sets the sign in motion. Bring to mind one area where you want increase: money, work, a door. Speak in a voice you trust. I invoke divine abundance now. I command open channels. Supply comes to me under grace and in perfect ways. Feel the room inside you settle as you say it. Let the words ring simple and final. Keep invocation close to real life. Say it before a meeting. Say it before you send an invoice. Say it before you give or spend. You are not trying to push the river. You are telling the river where to meet you. Expectation is the steady frequency. Invocation is the clear command. Together they make you easy to bless. There is a higher move that speeds this work: gratitude before proof. Most people thank the universe only after the package is in hand. Masters thank before the doorbell rings. Thank you for supply in motion. Thank you for the right people and perfect timing. Thank you for the result already arranged. Gratitude ahead of time is not pretending. It is alignment. It tells your nervous system the outcome is safe to land. Close every act with a seal. Energy wants closure. Without a seal, your command stays open like an unfinished sentence. With a seal, you move from asking to owning. Use simple words with full weight. It is done. My word is law. The outcome is sealed. Then be still for a breath. Notice the quiet that follows. That quiet is agreement. You can make a small daily ritual that holds all of this. In the morning, set expectation. At moments of action, speak invocation. When you sense movement, give thanks before proof. At the end of each loop, place the seal. Nothing complicated. One line each time. Clean, repeatable, human-sized. If a delay shows up, do not break your tone. Double your expectation. Repeat your invocation. Thank even more simply. Seal again. You are not shouting at the universe. You are staying in key until the music finishes its resolve. As we complete this journey, gather the codes you have lived, the word that creates, the flow that multiplies, the state of already done, the identity that can receive, the agreement within, the rhythm you keep, the open hand that returns with more, the presence that attracts, the care that multiplies what you honor, the expectation that pulls, the invocation that calls, the gratitude that invites, the seal that makes it final. If you want to practice for the next 7 days, keep it light and real. Wake and expect good. Move and invoke. Give and bless. Rest and thank before proof. Close each loop with "it is done." Write one line at night about what moved, not to test the law, to train your eyes to see it. Say this now so your whole system can hear you. I expect miracles. I invoke my abundance. I thank before I see. My prosperity is sealed. It is done. Walk forward with a quieter heart. The field has heard you. Your word is set, under grace and in perfect ways.